Hello Capricorn, how you doing today? So first, before we get into what I'm kind of feeling energetically for you guys, um, if I seem like a little out of it or kind of tired, that's because I got a new cervical pillow because I have neck issues. I have chronic pain in my neck, and my body's trying to get used to it. So it may take a few days, it may take a few weeks, I don't know, but I'm still trying to get these readings out for everybody, okay, in the my weekly videos. Um, so yeah, if I seem a little out of it, that's why. But other than that, like I feel pretty good. Like I feel like it's working. I can tell my body's trying to adjust after so long. And yeah, also I'm like a little farther away from the camera. Usually I have it directly in front of me, but that is because I have a kitty sleeping directly in front of me. Let me see if I can show her off. If she shows up. Yeah. You, you're in camera. Okay. So that's my cat. Um, but yeah, Capricorn. Energetically, what I am feeling for you guys. There's something big. Like I was trying to figure out which zodiac, who wants to come through? Who wants to come through for this week? And I kind of already had two in mind. I'm like, okay, well, I need another one because I do three a week. And then it was like Capricorn. I'm like, whoa, why so big? And I was very fixated on you guys and this energy. And I feel like there's something big coming or something big that you're dealing with. And I can't quite pinpoint what it is. So that might mean that it's very different for everybody. Or I just can't quite pick up on it because it's so big. And therefore, we need to look into the cards. Oh my gosh. I did my shorts before this, and my cat was in the same position for most of them, and I had to work around her the entire time. Oh, now we're moving. Okay, goodbye. Let me adjust here so I'm not like twisted. There we go. Yeah. Okay, Nine of Pentacles popping up here. Look how beautiful this card is. Look how beautiful this card is. Watching all of your hard work come into fruition. Yeah, there may be some people involved that are kind of making you go through this shadow side, maybe getting into your head a little bit. Some negativity going on. Get some more cards to see the full picture. Yeah, okay. So first card that popped through, Ace of Wands, definitely symbolizing a new beginning, an action-oriented new beginning, very passionate, very energetic, very, this is a very exciting energy when I have this paired with the Nine of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands here. I wonder if you're anticipating this. We also have the Four of Swords popping up here, and with this, I feel like you're very tired. This may have been all of the hard work that you've been doing has been really making you tired. I feel like all of this hard work is really paying off. You're going to be able to lay down your swords and rest. Um, I'm also hearing that you may be encouraged to take a little bit of a break because this shadow side card may be symbolizing negative thoughts of just kind of like, I've been putting in so much work, I'm not seeing it come in just yet, and or completing the goal just yet. Um, and so maybe you're having some doubts once in a while, but yet I still see you continuing on. So I don't feel like you're going to give up. I don't feel like you're on the verge of giving up, but we want to combat these negative thoughts and really take time for some self-care, take time for rest. But I do really get the sense that you guys are really going to be able to rest because you see your hard work finally coming through. Okay. A sense of balance coming in, also choices. There may be some choices that may be also kind of going in your mind, making this harder. Yeah. I feel like on the, yeah, choices, like looking at the bottom of the deck, Seven of Cups. Definitely a lot of choices that we may also be indecisive of. Um, Rest will help make these decisions come through a lot easier. Okay, let's look at some oracle cards. I do get a sense of transformation coming in. Okay, you've got good luck on your side, feeling carefree, good fortune, happy coincidence. So maybe something in a pleasant way that's really unexpected coming into your life that's more of like a coincidence, and you're just like, whoa, okay. Well, that happened. But I'm also getting a sense for some of you involving love as well. Could be romantic. Because we also have with the clover card a fling and a flirt. And then now we have the heart card popping up with love and romance. But this can also just symbolizing you achieving your heart's desire, bringing in this blissfulness, this joyfulness, fulfillment. I'm hearing be more kind to yourself because the heart card can also symbolize just a self-love as well. So to be more kind to yourself, be more kind to your mind, forgive yourself for whenever you have these negative thoughts maybe pop up, any doubts popping up. Mm, okay. Since we're on the topic of romance and choices, like I said, there's multiple things coming through. We have third person. So for some of you, if this is romantic, you found out about a third person, unfortunately. Yeah, and that's kind of interfering. Like you may have so much going on. There's a third person going on. You're trying to make choices. You're trying to move forward. But I do still see it working out in your favor, despite of what's going on. Despite if there's a love triangle going on. Um, And if it's not anything romantic with a third person, then there may be somebody else kind of causing some negative influence in your mind. And then maybe we need to take a step back from these people and really focus on you. That could be a choice that you need to make. Focusing on you, focusing on your self care, so then you can really focus on your work and bring in this new beginning a lot easier. But I'm also getting a little bit of a positive energy also from this card, from this third person card, because we have somebody else's influence written on this card, and it doesn't necessarily need to be negative, but there could be a third person who is actually trying to help. And whether they are actually helping, like physically, like you actually see them helping. Um, this could also just be energetically. They are just wishing you the best, and therefore that energy is kind of helping you along and bringing this momentum in for you guys so you can start this new beginning and finish your work. And we do have new beginnings with the child card coming up here. So yeah, new beginnings, creativity. Wands are also very creative. So creativity, I mean, I think all the suits are actually kind of creative in their own way, but with the wands, there is this when it's tied with like extreme like passion and stuff that really brings out their creativity. More about a carefree energy coming in, carefree energy of just kind of like leaving the negative in the past, keeping it in the past, keeping certain people in the past, keeping certain things, certain situations in the past. We also have spontaneous coming through. Feels like it ties in with your happy coincidence. Okay, so maybe there's something also that you're working towards that you're a bit inexperienced in, but I see that that inexperience isn't going to be forever because if we're putting in the work towards something and we have been putting in the work towards something and you've got the Nine of Pentacles coming in, you're not going to be inexperienced. You have the experience, you have the knowledge for this, which is what's going to now trigger this new beginning to come in for you. We have bellows, and I really feel like it ties in with your new beginning. So, wands in tarot symbolize fire. And what do we use the bellows for? We use it to help ignite fire. We use it to help ignite now this passion, this energy, this fiery energy coming in, this transformation coming in, that we're getting things going, we're having a fuel to the fire, we have the kindle, we've got the torch, we have a spark, putting in our efforts, watching them pay off, fanning the flames. Okay, so just keep that image in your mind of like that is what you are doing energetically. You are fanning the flames. You are bringing in this new energy, this new beginning that you have been trying to really work towards. Maybe there's also some decisions right now if what you are doing is the right choice. And so I ask you to really sit with yourself and say, do you desire this? Do you love this? Does this really fill you up? Does this light you up? Does it make you happy? Can you see yourself doing this? Not even necessarily forever, like for the rest of your life, but can you see yourself doing this for a long period of time? Because I kind of feel like this is something that you're putting work towards and that you want to like really be a career or just something long lasting. And so if we start having these negative thoughts, even if they're from other people, take a pause, sit with yourself, and remember who you are and what you want. What do you want to do? What makes you happy? And that's going to help you really step back into that energy, putting things to work and fanning the flames. Now, we also have the crone coming through. And so I kind of feel like this does tie in with this other person. Maybe for some of you in a more positive aspect, maybe for some of you in a negative aspect, depending on who this person is. I think it's going to be different for everybody. My first um my first interpretation of this was like grandma energy, which is also based on the image as well. But it doesn't have to be a grandma, it can be a grandpa. So, grandparent, we'll just say grandparent, helping to bring in wisdom and knowing. So, maybe there's something that you've been working towards that this grandparent has also worked towards, possibly in a different way because, different time periods, how things are done, how jobs are done are going to be different from how your grandparent did it to how you're doing it. But maybe not entirely. But they do bring in at least wisdom and knowing and experience from what they learned when they were working and what they were doing. I'm also getting that if this grandparent is not somebody who you can actually physically talk to, maybe they have passed on, that energy, they are with you. Okay, they are with you and they are helping to bring in this energy. They're kind of like helping you get that spark, get that idea, encouraging you from the other side, and therefore that energy, that encouragement, that love is helping you bring in this new beginning. There's so much compassion in here. There's so much fulfillment. The crone also talks about like endings, so helping to bring something in that needs to end. And so then this new beginning can come in as well. So something must end before it begins, sort of thing. Now, the other part of this is like if this is a grandparent, if it's the negative side, that they are probably not helping with like, and I don't feel like if that's the case that this grandparent has passed on. Like they are still alive, they are still with you, they are talking with you, and they are seeing things a completely different way, and they don't think it's useful or whatever. And maybe regardless if this is negative or not, you have a good relationship with this grandparent, and so you really take their words to heart. You take their opinions to heart. If this is positive, then that's going to help drive you forward. If this is negative, then you need to take a step back and really focus on you. And if this is not a grandparent, just take whoever it is for you in your situation. Um, if this message is resonating with you, but the grandparent part doesn't resonate with you, you don't have to take the grandparent part, okay? It's just what's coming through. Because it is a collective reading, so it's going to be multiple messages coming through. But I really do still get such a big energy from this Capricorn. Whatever it is that you are trying to bring in, it just feels so big. And it's going to make you so happy. 12:12 on the clock. What does 12:12 mean again? I'm not good at always remembering the angel numbers. So 12:12. It's a powerful message of new beginnings, spiritual awakening, and maintaining balance in your life, what we've been talking about. It serves as an encouragement for the universe to step out of your comfort zone, trust your intuition, and remain positive as you are on the right path towards personal growth. Yes. Okay, so it symbolizes balance. In relationships, this is encouragement to see the harmony in your relationship and your part in maintaining it. Okay, so that's a little bit part of the romantic vibe that I was getting as well. Let's see, does it say anything else? Usually means that you are reaching a certain level of consciousness or balance in this plane of existence. Meaning is a very positive one, often indicating love and partnership. Represents a checkpoint. You've come far on your journey and have grown along the way. Yeah, it may not be over yet, but like you're doing it. You're doing it. You're taking charge of the situation, being your own person. You're representing leadership. Two, so that's what the one represents in 1212. The one represents leadership, being your own person, being on your own. Interesting. If that resonates for you, then take that. But and then taking charge of the situation, and then two representing love, relationship, a couple, nurturing each other. Everything we've been talking about. It's crazy. Okay. So let's see if we get something else for you guys. If anything else wants to come through. With this deck, this is the one that I point out sometimes where I'm just kind of like I have to shuffle it separately because look at this. This is so big. I can't shuffle all of that at the same time. Okay, first card that popped up is cake with celebration. You are definitely going to be celebrating something. You're going to be celebrating your achievements, celebrating with friends and family. Kind of get the sense of just like you have this big gathering to celebrate, whether you want to have a gathering or not, or, you invite people over for a party. Whether this happens or not, the energy is still here. Where I kind of feel like for anybody who did not believe in you, it's like you're seeing them at this party, and they're kind of like, yeah, this is great, great job, But like you guys make eye contact, and you kind of give them this look of just like, I know you didn't believe in me, and they're just like, kind of thing. Um, Okay, so next thing we have here is blinders. I kind of feel like I don't think this is you. I feel like this is this other energy here with these people. They have their own blinders on. Maybe because what you were trying for didn't work out for them. And so they're just thinking it's not going to work. There may be a victim mentality in their own thoughts and words. There's also confusion as to why would you even bother doing this? Resisting clarity, they kind of have tunnel vision, feeling out of touch, or like they're out of touch with the times. Very hyper focus on you and your situation, not really letting you like do your own thing. They want to take charge. Denial, oblivious, trying to be restrictive. Yeah, don't let that energy come in. Be you, be your own person. We also have broken vase here. So you may have faced some hardships in the past, and maybe this is part of what they're thinking, where they're just kind of like, but you've been in such a hard place. Why would you even bother trying to do this? Like, I've done a similar thing in the past. I tried to get out of my hardships. It didn't work for me, but maybe because they either didn't have the right resources for them at the time, or they simply just gave up. Like when they talk about their story, it's like, well, had you just kept going, had you not given up, or had maybe there been a situation that happened in their life where they were forced to slow down, but then they never decided to get back into it. And they just kept it in their mind like, nope, it's not going to work. It just doesn't work. You are somebody who may have taken two steps back and one step forward. And it was something that they couldn't handle, and they don't understand why you can handle it. You are going to be able to overcome this. They could have too. They didn't have to fall into their setbacks. You're not doing that. You're not falling into your setback. Yeah, there's this like past energy that's like trying to destroy your current energy. It's kind of like you're fighting something energetically. And maybe you're kind of aware of it. I encourage you to keep this momentum, to keep this fighting energy. I know you're tired. You're not going to have to fight forever, but to keep going because you're so close. You are so close. There's an analogy that I heard. But yeah, I encouraged you to just keep going. Fight back this energy. Do not let it consume your energy. It's kind of like you being an ancestral, or like you were here to put an end to ancestral patterns. So then those patterns are broken, and then you, even if it's not your own kid, but it could be like your niece, your nephew, whatever, they can carry that energy down as well. Okay. So the analogy that I was going to bring in was like, let's say there's your, okay, it could be your grandparent. I'm also wanting to say like you're either your aunt or your uncle, okay, who have tried for the same thing. And then there's both of you on your own separate timelines trying for the same thing. And this person being negative gave up just before they reached the point. Like, let's say, like, you guys are tunneling through something. You're tunneling through, like, the ground or something like that. Maybe trying to reach the opening. They gave up. It got too hard. They're too tired. They gave up. You decided to push through, and now you found the opening. But, like, they were so close. They were so close. You can feel that you're close, and you're not ready to give up. Okay. We have sap with resources, needed materials, flow, essence of life. Yeah, this energy, abundant energy, life force. Yeah, so I feel like things may be a little sticky, but yet they're still flowing. Okay, so maybe kind of keep that in mind too, of like sap pouring out of a tree. So it's sticky, but it's still flowing. It's a little slow moving, but it's still flowing. It's abundant, it's sweet, it's nourishment. You also have spring, and I'm thinking more of like the season of spring, and that again is showing new beginnings, life force, physical health. I'm also getting with the needed materials, like maybe, and with resources, maybe that's also part of your decisions of like, what is it do I really need? And so this experienced knowledge from this other person may be coming through to help you. But if you're doing it alone, I encourage maybe doing research online. You can go to the library and ask a librarian about like what certain books you may need on a certain topic, and they may be able to help you out. So that's coming through. Cabin, yeah. I don't know if I necessarily feel like this is for everybody, but cabin being a symbol of loneliness, you could, again, this is going towards like those who are really working towards or really doing this on their own, feeling separated, segregated, divided, disconnected, detached. But I do feel like, regardless, also going within, maybe needing to take some alone time and really listening to your inner guide, listening to your intuition, because 1212 also talked about intuition as well. Listening to your intuition, and that's going to help you make decisions. That's going to allow you, if you're just taking some time to really go within and listen to yourself, that's going to also allow you time to rest as well. But this is also encouragement that if there's anything negative coming your way, really separate yourself from that. And then we have grapes. This and the Nine of Pentacles card really feel like they go hand in hand with abundance, bearing fruit, harvest, fertility, so like birthing something new, plentiful wealth. Enjoy the fruits of your labor. It's coming in, okay? You were so close. So just keep going. You just need to keep going. Okay. Let's go ahead and get an affirmation card for you guys, and then we're going to end the reading here. Okay, we got 3 affirmations. All right. I am worthy. I am enough and I am worthy of receiving everything I desire. I do not need to prove myself to those who would seek to diminish me. I am worthy. Definitely keep that in mind. I am a gift. I am a gift to the world. When I lead with kindness and love, I create a ripple effect that benefits more people than I'll ever know. My presence, my knowledge, and my passions contribute to the greater good of the world. I am a gift. And then, last one, and I love this one. I am free. I release myself from the thoughts and feelings that have held me back. Any guilt, shame, embarrassment, self doubt, and fear that I harbor, I release. I am free. Okay. So that is all that wanted to come through for you guys today. Thank you so much for coming by and listening to this reading. I hope it helped you. I hope it resonated with you. And I really, really wish you all the best. If you would like to, please leave a like down below. You can also comment, subscribe. I do have links in my description below about links to my TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook, so you can follow me on those platforms as well if you'd like to support me there too. But again, that's all I have. Thank you again for coming by. I am sending you so much love, blessings, and healing your way. And I'm really, really wishing you all the best. And I hope to see you in the next video. Bye!